So in this video, first we are going to talk about the external storage class. The external storage class creates a global variable which can be used between multiple files which are part of a large program. Like in example, we can create one external storage class variable with the external keyword, followed by the data type of the variable and then the name of the variable. Like in this example program, we have one local variable a. Now we can make that variable as extern by using the extern keyword. So we have to write extern, and by doing so we are saying that the variable a was previously declared somewhere else and now we're trying to use that variable, and we can use that variable and we can assign some value to the variable. So if we just save this program and try to run it, and you can see the output, we have successfully able to use the external variable and assign it some value. So now let's talk about the static storage class. The static storage class used to create static variables which can preserve their values even they goes out of their scope, and the static variables by default initialize to 0 and they exist until the termination of the program. And the syntax is, first we have the static keyword, then the variable data type and the name of the variable, and by doing so we are creating one static variable which can preserve its value even it goes out of the scope. Now in this example program we have one local variable count. Now we can make that variable as a static variable. By doing so we can retain the value of that count variable even it goes out of the scope. So to create one static variable we have to use the static keyword. So first we have the static, then the data type integer, and then the variable name which is count. And because this is one static variable, so it will by default will be initialized to 0, and every time we call the display function the static variable will return its value, and in every call the variable count will be increased by 1, and that way we can have a proper count about the number of times we are calling the display function. So now we're going to save this program and I'm going to run the program, and you can see the output. We have a proper count about the number of times the display method has been called, and that's only possible because of the static variable which can retain its value even it goes out of the scope. And now we're going to talk about the mutable storage class. The mutable keyword is used to allow a particular data member of the constant object to be modified, and the syntax is, first we have the mutable keyword, then the data type of the variable, and then the name of the variable, and this way we can create one mutable storage class variable. So in this example program we're going to create one mutable storage class variable. So first we have the mutable keyword, then the data type of the variable, and then the name of the variable, and we can assign it some value, and this way we can use the mutable keyword to create one variable which value can be modified later in the program. Even though we are creating one constant object of the test class, still we can assign a new value to the x variable, and that's because we have declared that variable as a mutable storage class variable. So if we just save this program and run the program, and you can see the output, the modified value 20 has been printed, and that's because we have declared the variable x as a mutable variable. So even though the object is a constant object, still we are able to modify that variable to a new value which is 20. So this is the way we can create one mutable storage class variable. So this way we can create mutable storage class, static storage class, and also the external storage class variables. So hope you understand the concept. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.